Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi 4 WordPress tutorial. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we've been putting together this little site here using a fantastic new Divi 4 theme from Elegant Themes. It's absolutely awesome, keeps getting better and better, easier and easier to use with more and more features. If you want to take it for a test drive, you can do so from my affiliate link below this video. Today, we're going to put together this little blog post section that's got a parallax background there. Parallax means two objects moving at different rates, and if I scroll, I hope you can see that the background is scrolling at a different rate from the foreground there. That's parallax or true parallax. There's also CSS Parallax, which has a fixed background. Some people like to argue that that's not parallax, but it actually is. Because being fixed background and a moving foreground, things are moving at different rates. I know the background's not moving, but because they're moving at different rates, it is actually parallax. But today we're going to build this one using the true parallax effect. So let's get started. I'm going to go to a page that hasn't got this on it, hopefully. Yep, here we are. And we're going to add it right here. Now, of course, to do this, you're going to need some blog posts. And I've got plenty of blog posts in here. I've just imported these from my actual blog, my live blog online. We did a video yesterday about how to import and export blogs. Very easy. So take a look at that if you don't have any or you need to do that. So let's go to our page. I'm going to enable the visual builder. That will enable us to build on the front end. Once loaded, let's go down to where we want to work. Right here, I'm going to add a new section. Blue button for a section, green button for a row, dark grey button for a module. So I'm going to hit the blue button for a new section. I'm going to say regular section. And inside that section, I'm going to put just a single row. We're going to change this in a little while and I'll show you why. Single column, single row. Now inside there, I want to put a blog, funny enough. Divi comes with all these modules as standard, plus another 16 if you've got WooCommerce enabled and are selling products on your site. So let's click the blog. And there it is. And it's probably going to start loading things straight away. Yeah, it has. It's grabbed the blog posts. Now that doesn't work for me. That's sort of full width with a big featured image. I don't like that. The other option, if we go to the design tab up here into layout, you can have a grid where it'll put it in a sort of masonry grid for you. That's pretty good. You can design that and style that how you want. But today we're actually going to use the full width, but I'm just not going to use the images. So let's go back to full width. Let's go back to our content tab. Now to make this work for me, I'm just going to lose the featured image because I don't want a huge image like that on mine. So if we go to elements, show featured image, bunk. Just flip that to off. And they're gone. Fantastic. This is more like what I had in mind. Okay, let's go back to the content tab at the top. Here you can choose how many posts you want. You can actually choose if you want to show posts, pages or projects. I've got no projects on this. Perhaps we'll do that and get a filtered portfolio going another time. Post count 10. Well, let's make this 12. Pretty sure I got 12. Obviously you can have as few or as many as you want. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe a bit too much, but we'll see. You can decide on what categories you want. I'm just going to use web design. And you can decide on the content length, show excerpt or not to show it. Or show content, that's going to show an awful lot more. It's basically showing everything that's in the blog post, and I don't want that. That'll be huge. So we'll say show expert. And if we're using excerpts, you can decide how long you want your excerpts to be. You can sort of 125 letters. Yeah, that's fine. A little short for me. I'm going to put it back to 250. I think that worked quite well. Okay, that's pretty much all I want to do for that. And let's go ahead and start putting our background in for our section here and make it parallax. And then we'll start styling this so we can actually see it. So let's hit the save. And we'll go up to our blue tab, which is for the section, green one for the row, dark one for the module itself. So in the section, I'm going to give it a background image. Got color, gradient, image, or video. I'm going to go to image, add a background image. I think that's the one I used before. Upload the image. You want to make sure it's a fairly big image, at least 1920 wide, if you're going to use it as a big section background like this, so it doesn't distort. Okay, so we've got our image. Can't really see this very well, but that's fine. We'll fix all that in a minute. If we go down just a little bit, I'm going to flip the little button that says use parallax to on. And at the moment it's true parallax, so when I start scrolling, the actual text is moving at a different rate from the background image there. Now I can put it on CSS Parallax and it's very dramatic because basically the background image is fixed, it stays where it is, and of course our content will move. So if I scroll now, see that's a great effect and I use it quite often and it's very popular right now. But let's use true parallax. There we go. Great. So I can't really read my blog posts here. So what I'm going to do is I'll save this. I'm going to go into the row, green tab, and give it a slight background color. But also what I want to do, I want to make this, if I give it a background color, let's give it black, which is great. You can see everything fine, but I want to be able to see the image through it. Something like that. We can tweak it in a little while, make it how we want it. But I also want this row to stretch full screen. So if we go to our design tab, we're still on the row settings right here. Go to sizing, we'll slide the width up to 100%. And I'm going to copy that, or you can just type it in below, Control C. I'm going to paste max width 100% too, or type it in, however you prefer to do it. Now we've got our section full width. And we've got a bit of a gap at the top and probably at the bottom between the section and the row, but we'll fix that in a little while. Okay, well let's make this so we can see it and put it how that we want it to display. So let's save our row settings. Let's go into the actual module settings, the dark grey one right here. And we'll start changing this so we can actually see what it says. So we'll go to design. Layout's absolutely fine. We fixed that before with the full width. Overlay, we're not, well that's for an image, so we're not using that. We're not using the image. Text, I want to turn that to light. I'm just on the regular text. I'm going to say light. Now if you wanted to, you could just hit the little alignment and put it all aligned centrally, which is pretty cool, but it's not what I'm going to do today. We're going to do a couple of other things. So let's go around title text. I'm going to use the blue color that we've been using, and if you're not sure which one it is, hit the little paintbrush icon and it'll take you straight to it. I'm going to make that blue, and I'm going to make it, just give it a little text shadow too. We might darken this background down in a minute. I'm going to continue scrolling down to the next one. Body text I'm going to leave because that's this white stuff. Meta text, which is by Jamie, November, date and the category. I'm going to make that orange because we've been using that orange color in the rest of the site. I'm also going to make it semi-bold font weight just to make it stand out a little bit more. There we go. And if we keep going down, we've got a read more button, read more text. I'm going to make that orange too, and also semi-bold. Okay, I'm not actually seeing that read more here, but that's fine because we can just click on the title. It'll take us to whatever post we want to. So that's shaping up a little bit there. Let's just save that. But although I want this sort of left aligned like that, I don't want it all the way over here. We could use padding, but we're going to use a little row trick. What I'm going to do is click on the row, and we put one column, one row in there. I'm going to change it so it's this. It's 3, but we've got sort of quarter one side or an eighth one side, whatever. Sixth one side, I suppose that is, and 6 the other. And our content, we want to put it in the middle, so I'm going to hit that one. Now it's squished all our blog posts up here, and that's how they'll display if you've got multi columns, which is pretty cool, and you want to display this down a side. But I don't want that. I'm going to pull this to the middle. Just simply left click, drag, drop it where you want it. There we are, it's in the middle. We've got a gap each side, and that'll work fine on other devices as well because there's no content in here. Those all collapse. Okay, so I want to darken down that background just a bit so this stands out a bit more. So let's go back into our row, down to background, click on it, left click, and pull the opacity just up a bit and it'll get darker. There we go, that's good. I can pretty much read everything there, and I can see that image nicely in the background. Next thing I want to do is I want to give this a little bit of space either side and top and bottom. We might want to adjust this for mobile, but we'll go ahead and do it. So let's go to design, we'll go to spacing, top and bottom. I'm going to give it 100 pixels. Just write in 100, it'll put in the PX for you. Hit the chain link, it'll do the opposite. Left and right, I guess I'll give that 50, and again hit the chain link. Now you can't see a lot there, but if I just save that, or in fact if I do this, we can change our padding for mobile and tablet and mobile phone. So just hover over where it says padding. There's a little cell phone type icon there, left click on it. It'll give you the option to change the padding, desktop, tablet and phone. So at desktop that's fine. Let's have a look how it's going to look on a tablet. Actually I think that's fine on a tablet too. Got enough gap either side. We could perhaps take the top down to 50, so let's put that to 50. That's fine. And let's have a look on a cell phone. Again, I think that's fine. Perfectly readable. We could take it down to 25 if we wanted. 25. And let's do the same for left and right. There we go, that's spread out a little bit more. Yeah, I think that'll work on the phone. So we got the phone, that works fine. Tablet, happy with that. And desktop. Fantastic. The only thing I want to do is just get rid of this padding top and bottom. So let's just save this. I can go up, simply left click on the top of the row right there and just pull it up. Left click, hold your button down, pull it up to where it's where you want it. Or you could go into the section and type in a value of 0. And same here. Let's pull that up till we're happy. There we have it. Let's just save our changes, little purple button. And go to save. Once saved, let's exit the Visual Builder. Go down, take a look at what we've got. And the only thing I didn't do was to add a bit of animation. I guess we could do that quickly. There's our blog. As you can see, it's got that parallax effect working. True parallax in the background there. Just quickly add a bit of animation to that to keep it in line with everything else we've got on the page. So now the Visual Builder is enabled again. Let's quickly go down there. And I'm going to go to the module itself and just animate it. Module settings, design, down to the bottom, animation. What do we want it to do? I guess just sort of slide in. If I click slide, that's going to work fine. You can have it center, left, right, up, down. I'm just going to leave it exactly like that. Save our changes, save our page changes. Let's go back and take a look, exit the Visual Builder. Down to where we were. There we are, it now animates in. So there it is, really easy to do, and that's pretty eye-catching. Nice little blog section with a true parallax background. Really easy to do with the Divi theme. Like I say, if you want to take it for a test drive, you can do so from my affiliate link below the video. So I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.